Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Pufferfish667 back with another video. Today's video, I wanted to give you guys, some tips and tricks on how you can just overall become a better player at Apex Legends. Nothing really too specific, just some stuff to keep in the back of your mind, when you're playing, when you're fragging, but stuff that's just gonna really help you, because I know there's a lot of you out there who really just want to become a top Apex Legend player. You want to be the best you can possibly be. It's a really nice feeling, when you go out there and just do some crazy shit on the field. And I know all you guys want to do that, so here are my tips, some of the most important things that you should do while playing Apex to improve. So my first sweet piece of advice, I'm gonna put this out there, this is probably more for the average, a bit below average players that they're good, they know the game, but they're just really not good at holding their own ground. And that is just play as a team, because teamwork is important in this game. And that is probably sounding crazy coming from me, someone who like 99.9% of the times forgets my teammates, forgets that this game even has teammates in it. I just go off and do my own thing. But trust me, if you're not really the best player, I really think you should be playing as a team, working on those fundamentals, working on that recoil control, working at just overall getting a better understanding of each fight, how the game flows, how gunplay is, movement, all that. Because when you're working as a team, you can really just kind of have someone to fall back on. If you're learning something new, trying something out, trying to improve, if you fail, which you will, and that's good because you'll learn from those mistakes, you got that team to back you up. And little piece of advice for people who aren't too good at teamwork: get a team leader. If you can get one guy just to kind of lead the team, not get that dictatorship out, kind of just be a leader and guide the team around, you can really get some just easy wins, win fights, and it will help you improve. So the second, piece of advice I have for y'all is more orientated towards, my fellow sweats, the players who are above average. They're pretty damn good at the game already, but they want to improve, because there's always room for improvement. You can always be better than you were yesterday. And I think you guys, if you want to improve, should be solo squadding. And I say this because when you solo squad, you don't have your teammates to, kind of fall back on. If you make a mistake, you're dead, you're gone. It feels bad. So you really got to crack down on refining your skills, on making your gunplay as good as possible, making, your movement almost impossible to hit, just being a god at positioning yourself and knowing how the game is going to flow. And trust me, as someone who solo squads all the time, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, but you're going to learn from those mistakes and you're just going to improve exponentially. I promise solo squadding is probably the best way for a sweat to improve. You don't have to do it all the time, obviously, but if you're just really looking down to crack down, refine your skills, I think yours should be solo squadding. My third piece of advice, and this isn't just for Apex, this is for everything in life. You really got to see where you went wrong, analyze your mistakes and see how you can go better next time. Because I know there's going to be a lot of times when you just get completely destroyed by factors out of your control. You could add gold armor, a devotion, and there was never any hope for you. But a lot of the times there's going to be situations where you could have played better, you could have done something different, and you would have won the fight. I do this a lot. I really think it's important, because next time you get in a similar scenario, you're going to think back and be like, yo, well, last time I did this, I died. So maybe if I approach it from a different angle and do this, I might, come out on top. And honestly, you might die again. But if you keep refining that and knowing, what's good to do when to do something specific, when not to, you're really going to be able to improve and just overall dominate at the game. So one thing you guys really got to do if you want to be a better player is not sit back and camp. You really got to go around the map trying to just frag out and find as many people as possible. And I say this because the more fights you get into, that's the more opportunities you get to refine your skills, you know. The more opportunities you get to get better gunplay, get better movement, work on positioning, all that type of stuff, you know. You're gonna die a lot more, obviously. The more fights you go for, it's probably gonna turn south a lot more, but that's good. Like I said before, you're learning from your mistakes and you're still getting time to, you know, improve on those skills, get better gunplay, all that sort of stuff. So, you know, it might be daunting at first to, you know, kind of leave your habitat and go around looking for kills, constantly on the move fighting, but it will help you, I promise. Another thing that I think is a really good piece of advice for you guys is to see what guns your team has, see what guns your enemy team has, and play around that knowledge. I'll give you guys an example just so you can understand it a bit better. So let's say you and the boys, you're feeling a bit aggressive. You guys are angry today. You guys have got your W key game on lock today. You're using R9s, Prowlers, PKs, Flatlines, that sort of stuff. Your enemy team, you know, they're kind of chilling back. They don't want to go too crazy today, so they're using Centaurs, Longbows, Carbines, Hemlocks, that sort of stuff. And you guys, you're in an open field, medium range fight. Who's gonna win? Obviously, the guys with the snipers. So what do? You don't want to stay out there in the open with an R9 PK while they're just pestering you with a, you know, sniper. You either gotta, one, get close, get up in their face where they are at the disadvantage now. You know, you bring your element into their face. You bring your shit into their face. Or you gotta completely back up and have to wait for them to basically walk into you where they kind of have to get close to you. You know, they're forced to. The amount of people I see just like a million miles away trying to shoot at me with an R9 or Prowler while I'm just destroying them with a Hemlock is crazy. You gotta be careful what guns you have and what guns your enemies have. Just always have that, you know, in your mind. So another really important thing I think you guys should always be doing, and that a lot of people really don't, is you should always be using your shield heals over your, you know, health heals. And I say this because, you know, it's simple math. Shield heals are just way faster than health heals. It's like me versus Usain Bolt in a 100-meter sprint. I'm gonna smoke him because, you know, I'm super fast and I'm the battery, where he's the med kit. He's slow, he's slacking behind. You always want to use the thing that's going to give you the most HP fast. And honestly, you know, if you're in a fight and you shoot someone for flesh, that is an insta. Rush, ape, kill, you know? You want to get that guy dead. You know, you could be literally 1 HP and pop a, you know, let's say a couple cells. So really, you're only 100 HP, you have as much as popping a medkit, but they see purple, blue, gold armor, they're like, okay, he's got he's got full HP, they're gonna assume you're full HP unless they know otherwise. So it's always a better idea to pop those shield heals before your health heals. So this last thing I'm going to tell you guys, this last piece of advice, you know, this one's going to be hard to do, and some people, it might be too hard to do, but trust me, you will see great results when you do this, and it is not getting mad, not raging at the game. You know, there's always going to be frustration and being, you know, annoyed at the game, because, you know, especially in the current state of Apex Legends, it's gonna happen. But when you get to the point where you're yelling, you're getting super mad, this just ruining your mood. You're completely putting yourself in a terrible mindset, and it's just putting you down, you know, a hole that's going to make it even harder to get out of, and you're going to play worse. I used to get really mad at games, and then I taught myself not to, because when you really think about it, what does it get you? Where does getting really angry at the game get you? It doesn't get you anything. You don't improve from it. Nothing really changes. So just, you know, don't rage. It's gonna be hard, and it takes a lot of practice, for me at least, but just when you really think about it, it doesn't help you. It just puts your mood really down low, which, you know, if you know anything about performance, having a high mood is key. Having a low mood is terrible. It's something that you want to avoid at all costs. So there are my, kind of just overall general tips on how you can improve in Apex Legends, become that goated player, become the best player you can possibly be in. This isn't overnight work. You ain't gonna watch this video, implement these tips and be a professional Apex player tomorrow. That's not how it works. This takes time. I didn't get to, being as good as I am just by playing a couple games and boom, magically I'm insane. It took months and months and months and months of work, and it will for you guys as well. So don't be mad when you play after a week and you only see gradual improvement. Gradual improvement is huge, and it's something everyone should be proud of. So yeah, that is basically it. I hope you guys learned something. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you smash that like button, comment, turn notifications, all that stuff. And that is it from your boy. I'll catch you all in the next one. But you're getting the 20 bomb.
Was that 19?
Yeah, because of that kill you just got. Are you happy? Are you happy with yourself?
Now. I'm so happy with that, dude. Might be like my only kill as well. So
yeah, lovely, dude. I love that. Fuck this Serp guy. Why do I ever play with him? Fuck this Serp guy, bro.
Damn.
Xbox P4.